Okay, and welcome back. We've got a couple little special ones here to add on for a supplemental episode here. It's going to be brief, with only a few things to look at, but this was the first one when they came out with the whole Merry Christmas controversy. If you go back and look at the previous video, you'll see some of them do say Happy Holidays. They were allowed to say that, but they weren't allowed to say Merry Christmas. So the manager at the time over the department felt very strongly about there being Merry Christmas ornaments. And this one, the wife actually lasered the Merry Christmas on with a laser. That's not coated. That's actually lasered into the ceramic. And that was the first year when all this came up. The next year, there were a lot of variances in the production, so we didn't end up with a Merry Christmas one being made. This was the ornament that was made and distributed out worldwide. But if you notice, these were the original ones that were made in the department that got rejected. The blue's too dark. They wanted to add green to the leaves, or the wife wanted to add green to the leaves so that they'd show more. So the second run, lightening them up, and then this plate that they're on is what they were actually designed after. This is an actual Coors porcelain plate from back in the day. There's no markings or anything on it to prove that, but this is an actual Coors porcelain plate that was made back in the day. So there's not a Merry Christmas one from that year. But if you go back to 2011 and you see it said Happy Holidays, and here is the departmental employee only Merry Christmas version. And then in 2012, we've got the same thing where the original says CoorsTek along his hat, no more Happy Holidays, but on the departmental employee versions, they say Merry Christmas. And like I said, there's 2 to 3 dozen of these Merry Christmas ones out there. That's it. This one we already saw because we accidentally had that one mounted on our board, collector's board. And this one as well, we already seen. But the last one to show you here, in the last year that we are aware of there being a Merry Christmas Coors ornament made, was in 2015. So there we've got that's it for those. But going back to the very start, the very beginning, I guess they did actually make a mug in '86 while the electronics division was producing the Christmas ornaments. The actual 609th Street did make these mugs and distribute them out to the employees. And if you remember these old Coors Brewing Company ashtrays, these were all made by the porcelain company, the ceramic company. And if you flip them over there and you see those marks, that's where it was set on the setters to fire in the kiln. Rory claims that he fired every one of these that's got those marks on them like that, which is rather interesting because we've got, which is rather rare and uncommon, an actual Coors ceramics one with Coors Porcelain Company employee open house in May of 1973. And it also has the marks on the bottom, so apparently Rory fired these up back then as well. So, but you don't see those. You see the others quite often in antique shops, but you don't see the ceramics ones. And then we've got us a little bitty teeny tiny Coors porcelain mug here, celebrating the 70th anniversary of the company. I'm not entirely positive if this was made over at 609th Street in the company or if it was produced outside and then distributed to employees. But the last specialty thing here we've got to show you is the CoorsTek coaster. The wife's been making these how many years ago? Don't remember when she was making these, but she was involved with making these, and they are lasered. They are not coated. That's lasered into the ceramic. And we've also got a knife sharpener here that they also had lasered and not coated from CoorsTek Amazing Solutions. So there you go. That's basically what we've got to show you. Have a great day.